Racer Productions and High Point Racing Products welcome you to the 1983 High Point 100-Miler Series, a series that is billed as the toughest cross-country series in America, and promoter Dave Coombs did his best to uphold that reputation this year. Its first stop, the National Hare Scramble in Brewston Mills, West Virginia, was no exception.
There is a wussy path over to the left. Now you're allowed to use it. So when you start at that, when you come out of the woods, you look up and say, oh shit. Give it a shot. You know, if you don't make it, you can bail out to the left.
To say the weather was bad would be an understatement, but despite the freezing temperatures, heavy snow squalls, and the strong biting wind, over 400 riders turned out to try and conquer the tough 11-mile course, which featured every type of terrain. The dead-engine start had classes leaving in 1-minute intervals, with the Open A's first. The 250A class saw Barry Jeffries and Eddie Lojak first and second at the start. 35 minutes later, Kevin Hines was first through the barrels. Everyone was expecting Florida Series winner Eddie Lojak to be next, but that wasn't to be. Eddie's day was over when he suffered a broken collarbone in a crash 2/3 of the way through the first lap. In the Arctic-like weather, track conditions worsened, soon to make the course almost unrideable. After 100 miles of the worst terrain and weather that Coombs could ever conjure up, Kevin Hines came through the barrels with Barry Avery, Tony Mitchell, Sammy Bosnick, and Mark